to the Hey Frase Podcast. It's Sarah Fraser with Andrea Lopez. AJ, girl. What?
Oh my God.
I am kind of mad at you, though, because I cannot believe that Khloe Kardashian actually liked one of your videos and then put like a smiley face under it, and you never told me.
What? Didn't I tell you? That was like a big moment for me. I feel like I would have told you.
No, I didn't know that. I feel like, didn't you? Like, you should have done a whole video on her comment. When was this? Tell us all about this.
Okay, yeah, I need to make a TikTok about that and use the green screen filter. So
yes.
This was when they had that huge fight and the episode aired.
Okay.
And so Kim and Kourtney got into a fight, and I was doing point of view from Kourtney saying that she won the fight, obviously, and she slapped Kim so hard that Kim's bronzer came off of her arm.
Okay, right.
Remember that video, right? Okay, so I posted that on TikTok and Instagram. On Instagram, it got so much traction, Khloe Kardashian commented the laugh face emoji, crying, tears, laughing, and I couldn't believe it because everyone always asks, what has the Kardashians seen your voices? And I always have to say, I don't think so. They've never reached out to me, but that was my one time that Khloe.
Girl, that is so good. I feel like then you've made it. I feel like Khloe's bigger than Kourtney, so that's even better.
I want Khloe's approval more, I think.
Oh my God, me too. Because Khloe, I feel like, is the person that you think you could hang out with in real life and actually have a good time and it would be normal, you know?
Yes. I feel like, Well, also, I could definitely have a couple drinks with Kris Jenner.
Oh, well, Kris would be amazing. I mean, just like sitting and listening to her knowledge for an hour over a martini or whatever she drinks with Corey Gamble. Okay. I mean, we're there. You know, everything about her life.
Business marketing 101, how to sell merch from scratch. Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Well, you made it. And you know what? It's fitting today that we're talking about that because it's been brought to our attention by a lot of listeners. We have a lot of new listeners checking out and finding the podcast. Yay! Welcome to the Hey Frase Podcast. So people today wanted to do like a recap of, people have asked us who Schmigy and Schman are. People want to know why we call it Hey Frase. People want to know who we are. So I thought we'd do a little recap of who we are today. Then we have to talk. Stassi Schroeder is allegedly pregnant, but no one believing it. No one's believing it.
No one's buying it.
No one's buying it. Karl Lagerfeld, the famous designer, is apparently leaving. He has money that he's leaving his millions to 7 heirs and a fucking cat. Is this correct?
Yeah, the cat is getting more after Karl died than I'll ever make in my life.
Okay, and then I want to know what happens when the cat dies. Like, what happens to the cash? So we'll get into all that. I want to thank our sponsor today, Cup to Cup Podcast. You guys, we are continuing to run through the month of June as ongoing COVID specials, the $75, $150, and $300 advertising packages. Between AJ and I, we have well over like 250,000 followers. I don't know.
Yeah, we have a lot. We're getting there.
Yeah, it's like 300,000 followers now, I think. Anyhow. So, guys, if you are looking to promote your small business, your blog, your major corporation, maybe you're a podcaster and you have a show that you want new subscribers and listeners, we're your platform. Email Sarah, SARAH, at heyfrase.com. We'll send you the next steps and we would love to work with you and promote you. That is exactly what Cup to Cup Podcast is doing. These are 4 friends out of Florida. These guys are so funny. I hope that they're coming on our podcast soon. It's a comedy show. They also talk some sports. They talk about being married. You guys will get such great entertainment about it. And then they also do, of course, the Florida Man Stories, which is all the crazy people of Florida. Really, really great show. So Cup to Cup Podcast. You spell it just like it sounds. You can find it on iTunes, Spotify, anywhere that podcasts are distributed. We love those guys. All right, AJ, let's talk about who we are because hi and welcome to the thousands of new listeners and subscribers that we have. We love you guys. You might be watching us on YouTube. You might be listening on Spotify or iTunes. So I'll start by saying that, my background is in radio and TV. Hey Frase Podcast came from the days when I worked at this radio station called The Kane Show. So The Kane Show back in the day used to be this super popular, if you've ever listened to Elvis Duran or The Breakfast Club, we were basically that equivalent for like DC and 6 other markets. Louisville, Kentucky, Tampa, Florida, we were syndicated. So it was a bunch of friends all having a great time. And the guys used to call me Frase on the show. So that's where I initially got a lot of my social media following. A lot of listeners found us because they listened to me for years on the Kane Show and the radio. And so when I left, it was people would always be like, hey, Frase, like, hey, Frase. So I just called it Hey Frase. So that is the name of it. That's why. Now, no one can pronounce it, so you guys might know this, but we are considering a rebrand. So just a heads up. You might be seeing that in the near future because most people say Hey Frase or Hey Frase, you know?
Yeah, we get a lot of phrases, yeah.
AJ has been on the show now over a year, right? You're going on like a year and a half of co-hosting.
Year and a half of co-hosting, and I've been watching your entire career since I was in high school. So years and years and years. And then, yes, but I've been working with you for 2.5 years and then co-hosting for a year and a half.
And of course, people know this story that listen, but AJ became an intern and then co-host and like producer and all these things, basically from just sending me an email.
Yep. Don't sleep on the emails, folks. I found Sarah's email on the interwebs. And yeah, just from one small email. And when we get into your relationship with Schman, that all started over an email. So, you know.
I know. It is true. Actually, a lot of shit does happen to me via email. I've been with my husband. I've been married to my husband almost a year. It'll be August 10th will be a year. And AJ's right. Woo! So I met him sitting next to him on an airplane, total stranger. And I was wasted. He was on some weather app, which is so fitting. Like, he's such a nerd. So I get off the plane and I give him my last crumpled up stained business card. And he emailed, because I was like, I don't know who this creep is. I'm not giving him my phone number. And I've dated so many fucking losers, so many losers, including one that used to be our client, who I still am angry at.
Oh my God.
Who got down on one knee and tried to eat me out at a 5-star club. But that was like a whole other story. Do you remember? You were there. It was so embarrassing. You were there.
Oh, I was there, and he didn't do it just once, but like thrice, or maybe 5 times. Like, asked if he could go down on you in a restaurant while the bread was being served.
Over a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. I mean, it was just like, oh, he was so disgusting in every sense. And after that, thank God you had the wherewithal and we all fired him and we've never spoken to him again. And I finally unsubscribed to his awful fucking newsletter.
Oh, I still have to do that. Oh my God.
I can't stand it. And he sends out so many newsletters with his mortgage rates and I'm over it. Anyway, sorry. There's a hint. So, okay, our show is, as you can tell, our crazy lives, which we have them. Shit happens to us all the time. It's unbelievable. We're always in feuds with people or whatever. Our own personal, like, family drama is always juicy. We love comedy. We're both like, so AJ is an impressionist. And I always say, I did like some improv training, but I always say I really just became an improv artist from doing radio because you're essentially doing improv every morning with other people.
Yeah, you really are. You have to think of what to say on the fly. Yeah.
And you are an impressionist, which I found out once I started working with you. And your impressions have taken you on to NBC, SNL auditions. So tell us, like, the first time you knew you were an impressionist. And also, like, give us the status because your TikTok is off the hook. It's off the chain.
It's off the chain. If you told me I was going to be doing TikToks like a year ago, I would have said, you're full of shit. But hi, on the show, I'm known as AJ, but my full name is Andrea Lopez. Started working for Sarah as an intern, and I've been doing voices since I was in grade school. I did it with my friends. I always loved doing voices. It was just a hobby. And then once I started using social media, that's when I got discovered. I went on to do NBC Bring the Funny with Chrissy Teigen and Kenan Thompson, Jeff Foxworthy. It was a great opportunity. That happened. I just came up on my year anniversary, so I did that about a year ago.
God, was that a year when you went away?
That was over a year ago because I got the Facebook memories. I got my Instagram memories. I mean, all these social apps, they just keep,
that was
they know
such
your whole life.
A depressing time for this podcast. Like, it was so bad. Like, we had the most competent crew without you. It was really, really depressing. Okay, keep going.
You would call me, you go, H, how's everything going?
Like, I wanted you to win that show so badly, but at the same time I was like, please come back because this is horrible.
So, yeah, the show was great. $250,000 were on the line. And I don't know, I wouldn't say that it was rigged, but some of the people that went on, I'm not saying I was best by any means. I was a newbie in terms of, like, the industry. There was people that have been in the industry for a long time. But I will say the show was a little crazy. I don't know if it's being renewed for a second season. I have no clue.
I don't think it is because it would be recorded. It would be like, I'm pretty sure they'd be like promoting it, and I don't think so. And we ran into Kenan Thompson on the red carpet in DC, and he was like, didn't sound positive.
Second season, I don't know. So from that show, yes, I have an agent now. I'm repped in New York City. I am working on my second SNL audition. I auditioned last year. I'm working on it again. And yeah, I'm just using TikTok as my everyday stage, but waiting for the next gig. Sarah and I have auditioned for things together. We've auditioned for things separately. And
we're going to get on the Barstools gig, though, because I really think that we'd be so good on that platform. And we love to talk shit like Dave Portnoy. So I just think that it would be a great mashup. So we're going to really focus on that today. And we might utilize all you guys. We might need the Frasiac army to, help us propel forward.
Yeah,
so give us
the Frase fam.
Give us some of your favorite impressions that you, obviously Courtney made you famous, but then, you do Jennifer Coolidge, you do Sofia Vergara. Give us some Sofia Vergara.
Oh, God. What would Sofia be doing?
Well, I heard she just bought like an $18 million home, which I couldn't believe she could afford in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I said the same thing. And you know what? I thought it was actually for 36 mil. Hold that thought. Let me get this information
Okay,
straight.
Go Google it, because I will talk about some of the other things while you're bringing up that info. Real quick, Frasiacs is a term. So Frasiacs are for all of our fans. And actually, Sammy Kay, who I did radio with and co-hosted this podcast for the first year, came up with the Frasiacs. So that's like all of our fans. So we hope that you're a Frasiac. We're going to talk about what Schmigy and Schman mean. People want to know what the deal is with foot fetish and hokas and also choking on our multivitamins. So we'll talk about that. Anyway, how much did the house sell for? Or did they buy it for?
Fantastic. The house sold for $26 million. Okay. Can y'all believe
That's a fake headline. That's a fake headline. That right there. She cannot afford 26 mil. She cannot.
Her contract, what is she on American Idol now, or is it America's Got Talent? She's one of the hosts now for that show.
She is? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
It's got to be America's Got Talent, but I think that now with that show, and a Modern Family, she was making, gotta be upwards of like hundreds of thousands per episode.
Okay, you're right. Maybe she made like $500,000 per episode or something on Modern Family, and that show did run for like 7 or 8 seasons. So that's a lot of money. Okay. All right, I'm coming around.
Yeah. She joined America's Got Talent, AGT, as a judge. Okay, all makes sense now. We're back.
Okay, we're back because I just thought I saw that 26 million. I was like, she can? Really? Anyway,
what's her husband's name? Joe
Meggiano or something, right?
Joe Meggiano. Yes, and she always talks about her son Manolo. All right, here's a little bit. Hi, is your hair very dry and brittle? You need to buy this new Pantene. My son Manolo loves it. It is very nice. Makes your hair luxurious. Jay, what are you doing? Well, that was a little off, but that's...
No, nailed it. That was her.
You know how... She doesn't do Pantene. She does Head and Shoulders. She's always... doing the Head and Shoulders commercials with her son Manolo.
She doesn't even know the smell of Head and Shoulders. It's like, give me a break. I'm like, I look at those commercials. I'm like, bitch, you ain't even squirted a dime size, squirt out in your hand of Head and Shoulders.
Another thing Sarah and I always do is make up jobs for ourselves. Here's what I want to go into. I want to go into the business of exposing stars. I want to get friends and rub shoulders with all the stars, get invited to their parties, go to their bathroom and powder rooms, and find the actual items they're using, because I bet Sofia does not have no Head and Shoulders in her
Absolutely not. I can't wait till I'm famous and it's going to be me promoting 7-Up, which I haven't drank in 15 years. But I'll be like, hi, it's Sarah for 7-Up. Shh. Oh my God, do you have a refreshing drip at the end of the day? Drip, drip. 7-Up. Like, okay, when you see that, I need you to troll my ass. Like, bitch,
hi, I'm Sarah Fraser, and McDonald's is offering the new Happy Meal. Get happy with me. I can see it. Your ass hasn't been to McDonald's in decades.
Hi, it's Sarah for Arby's. Have you got the beef? We've got the beef. And it is the best beef. Like, I will be coming.
No, fuck all the way off with that. If you even touch an Arby's sponsorship, I'll kill you. Because I've gotten food poisoning twice.
Oh! Once would have been enough. I mean, Lord, and you went back.
Why did I go back for the Reuben? Don't ask me.
One of the other things you need to know about our show is we go off on tangents, and we ought to change the show to the tangent because we never stay on. We're supposed to be doing all of our sayings. We're already off. All
right, let's start off with the sayings. What do you want to start off with?
Schmigy and Schman. Tell people what it means.
Schmigy and Schman. One of our listeners suggested that we call our men Schmigy and Schman because we wanted an alias name, right? We didn't want to talk too much about our men and what they're doing, but we thought if we gave them a code name, if they ever listened, they would have no idea. Even though their names rhyme with Schman and Schmigy. So yeah, it's a great alias name for them.
Because you've been with your man going on 4 years, Iggy. I've been with Dan for, I think it's like 8. Yeah, I think it's 7.5 or 8. Married almost 1. So Schmig and Schman. Boom.
So Schmig and Schman. Boom.
Okay, what's the significance of 5 stars, darling?
We have a long time running, used to be co-host of the show. Then I took over. You guys may know him.
Keep going.
His name is Paul Wharton. Previously seen on MTV Made, sweetie.
20 years ago.
He was featured on Real Housewives of Potomac.
10 years ago. I'm just kidding. I love him. We gotta have him on. He'll be pissed.
And he is CEO and creative director of Paul Wharton Modeling Agency.
Currently closed. I'm just kidding. It's open for business. I'm just trolling him.
So open for business. No, Paul is an entrepreneur. He was on Fox 5. He was on Channel 7. He's like a TV personality, media host, all of the above. And he was a great member of the show, still comes on occasionally, but he always believes in the 5-star mentality. So everything is 5-star, darling.
Look, Paul, we love to give Paul shit because he gives us shit. So we have an awesome relationship with him. And I actually did have somebody ask me the other day, because Paul and I went through this brief period where I unfollowed him and we stopped speaking because he never RSVP'd to my wedding. And then we talked shit about him on the podcast. So I did actually, no, you didn't, AJ. But anyhow, we always reconcile with Paul. We adore him. He is super talented. And honestly, he's one of the fan favorites of this show. So as you get to know this show, you will love him. People adore when he comes on. He's so funny. He always is impeccably dressed and beautiful. And he's a genuinely good person inside and out. He cracks us up because he expects us to like wait on him. And it's just funny.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the significance of hokas?
Oh, well, I love this one personally. Okay, so Sarah has a condition called, actually, I don't think she has this condition, but she's wearing, she has plantar fasciitis.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
What is it, an unaligned foot sole or foot bone?
Yeah, it's like when the ball of your foot or whatever aches just because you've worn such horrible, no arch support. So no arch support will result in plantar fasciitis. And it's very painful. And the only thing you can do is kick your heels up. Like you have to rest.
Kick your heels up or wear these super anti-fashion sneakers that have about 5 inches of sole in them. They're thick. They look like they're geriatric shoes, but Sarah loves them. And whenever she has them on, I think she's about to go walk a marathon, speed walk. And we have this little jingle we like to say. Ooh, she got them hokas on. She's walking. Ooh, she's walking. Hokas. And yet they don't sponsor us. I don't know why.
How can we not get sponsored by them? And what is it, Izzy or Fizzy, that you love? What is the drink?
So you guys, I love alcohol and cheese. I make cheese boards, but not anymore. It used to be a side hustle. I don't do it anymore. I don't have time. So,
You've retired.
I retired the cheese. But I've been drinking this new spiked seltzer, but it has antioxidants and vitamin C. So it's like best of both worlds, right? You're getting your vitamins and you're killing your liver. Love.
Really? Do we think that actually balances it out? Do we think it works?
I don't know. I mean, nothing's really bad with spiked seltzer. It's lighter than a beer. It's 100 calories, but it tastes so good. So I love Vizzy hard seltzer. You can get it at most stores.
Vizzy.
But they have all these tropical flavors, and they have vitamin C in them. So I've been posting it all over my Instagram. I keep on writing, and then I harass them, and I say, @Vizzy, sponsor me. I've gotten 10 friends to buy it. And the person who's managing their social media, you know, these brands, if you actually tag them, the CEO of branding and marketing is not going to see
What? They actually wrote you back and said that?
So the person that handles social media wrote me back and DMs me. I now DM with the Vizzy social media, and they go, "Stop tagging us. We will not sponsor."
Are you kidding? And you're still buying them? I would never buy them again. Fuck them. You're giving them so much free advertisement.
I know. So now I'm going to screenshot it, and I'm going to make a TikTok and just say, "Stop buying Vizzy." But it's actually really delicious. That's what sucks.
They're assholes. That's the dumbest move they've ever made. That is the dumbest move they've ever made. You are like a rock star. Okay, fuck them. Anyway, I don't drink it anyway, but if I were, it's like... I don't like anything fizzy because I end up getting drunk and then I burp in people's faces, and I'm always eating like a vegan hot dog that just comes up and it's so bad, and people are like, "Why does it smell like onions around here or trash?" And I'm like,
"What is that stench?"
Just my interior. Like the other day I had no deodorant on and my body odor was so bad. Dan was like, "Is your body rotting from the inside out?" I'm like, "It doesn't smell that bad."
Oh wait, let's give people the preface. So Sarah likes to wear vegan deodorant. Schman is vegan all the time. God. How does it smell right now?
Awful. It smells like Mike's subs, like Jersey Mike's. Like, honest to God, that's what Dan says. He goes, "Oh, did you just buy a Jersey Mike's franchise?" Like, I mean, they smell like Jersey Mike's. It's so bad.
So Sarah believes, and I agree with you, because I think a lot of deodorant does have like traces of aluminum in it, and it's not good for you. But Sarah believes in vegan deodorant, but it's sad to say that she does have
the worst BO.
Body odor.
Horrible.
So we always like to make fun of her, but no, it's fine.
Ugh.
She's smelling it right now.
So bad.
Oh my God.
Last saying that we sometimes say is like, "Oh, I'm choking on my multivitamins." What does it mean?
Sarah likes Citracel. That's another thing that we always use. And she just eats multivitamins all the time. You're just really out there for the health and wellness. Like, you're living your best life. Multivitamins.
Because everyone I know and everyone in my family's had cancer. It's like, "Hi, I'm going to try to ward it off with, eating blueberries 3 times a day." Like, if this doesn't work, we're all fucked. Like, I do. I've ordered
your fish oil and magnesium supplements. Yeah.
I take magnesium. I take Complex B every day. I take a multivitamin, and I'll switch it up again because I'm going to try to get pregnant in August. So I'll start in a month doing prenatal
supplements. We love it. So Sarah is a pill popper, but the good kind. And one time we were just hysterically laughing at that Instagram that's always showing her ass with like floss, bikinis.
Ava Louise. I love Ava Louise. I'm actually strolling her now, and I wrote to her because she just posted a picture and she's gained a lot of weight. And I said, "You look great, fat bitch. Come be on our show." And she never. But I'm just trolling her now. I'm like
that. That's what we have to do. We've got to get her on for her to. So she went through this whole controversy of licking a toilet seat that we thought was on an airplane, but supposedly it turned out it was one of her sugar daddy's private jets. Okay. So it wasn't really, but she got a lot of traction. Anyway, Sarah found this out, thought it was disgusting, and goes, "Oh, I'm choking on my multivitamins." And I thought it was hysterical because, of course,
that has to be on a t-shirt.
And we said we're going to put it on a t-shirt. So we're coming out with a merch line soon. Stay tuned. And last quick little tidbit. No, we don't have to include this, but
what?
We have 2 business ventures. Sarah wants to make the car vag dongles. What would you describe
the truck
that
vag. The truck vag. Yeah, that's made out of flint. So when the vagina like strikes the tar, it just like sparks, like it's a sparking vagina. It's basically the answer to truck balls, which I believe have been outlawed in most states. Like you can't have the truck sack
anymore. Yeah, that would be Sarah's business venture. And then, I would just want to come out with a line of cheese boards. It's pretty much it. We're your new modern Chrissy Teigen meets Allison Roman.
I mean, great. What a combo.
And Marie Kondo and Chrissy Teigen, because, we're trying to monetize.
I also, this is a very niche market, but one of my other dreams is to come out with a handkerchief line, like a hanky line, because I have a running nose all the time, and call the company Blow Me, and just like, because you'll notice, constantly dab my nose, and I don't even do cocaine. It just runs all the time. It's a watery, runny faucet. And you know what I did? I listened back to our shows the other day, and what annoys me the most about our fucking show's tangent. We need a tangent center. Tangent! Is I sniff a lot, like I'm like Trump. It's like I'm on cocaine or something. I'm always like, AJ, and you hear the snot like rolling up and down, and I'm like, nobody wants to hear that. Hey Frase, like turn the mic off or put the mic away. Like,
oh my God, and it's so.
It's so pronounced. It's like I right in. And you know what I noticed too? I'm really mouthy. Like
I can't breathe.
Like a lot of that. Okay, up next. Like a lot of smacking. Like I sound like I'm eating and huffing.
Oh my God. You guys, I am tearing up.
I love you.
No, it's just so good because before we go on live, Sarah's like, oh shit, I don't have a tissue. And Sarah is a runny faucet.